We've seen Meghan Markle a lot over the last few days here in the States. She attended a summit in the Hamptons Friday titled the G9 Ventures Summer Summit. This is hosted by a power broker named Amy Griffin. One of my girlfriends was there. I'm not going to say who because I don't want to lose a good source, but we actually discovered this thanks to Page Six, who caught on to the fact that Meghan was flying via a private jet out of Santa Barbara with entrepreneur Jamie Kern Lima. Jamie is a contact of Oprah Winfrey's. We've seen them sit down with one another. Jamie is she's a makeup entrepreneur, but she's also a motivational speaker, and she does these huge events where she talks to women about becoming the best self, that the best version of themselves. According to Page Six, Meghan was there picking up tips for American Riviera Orchard. I would argue that she was panhandling for podcast guests, but she's been doing a lot of networking lately. We also saw her with the star of Father of the Bride, Kimberly Williams Paisley, out in Montecito. And, Rupert, I think she's got a tough road ahead when it comes to making friends with some of these influential women, like Reese Witherspoon, who was also at that event, because she's got to convince them that she's not the woman that the papers say she is.
She got a long way back and flying by a private jet, which Harry's always about the environment. So, there she is flying slightly grandiose, G7, G9, G20. I mean, it's a slightly grandiose title for basically networkers getting together, and all in fine and dandy. They're not just getting together anywhere. They're getting together in the Hamptons, which is a pretty exclusive part of the world for high net worth individuals and people. That is so clearly from Meghan's point of view, she wants to go there to be seen that she is still relevant. Now, it's fine. She's fully entitled to go there. And yes, she's trying to prove that, yes, the American Riviera Orchard she's getting lots of help and inspiration from people who've done this sort of thing. Gwyneth Paltrow's done, and all various others. I'm not completely au fait, but at the moment we seem to have just got to 50 bottles of strawberry jam, and jars of strawberry jam, and that's about the size of it. So things need to happen, but it's all and a few little nice photographs. But hopefully she's knuckling down and coming back with some proper ideas. But it is interesting, they do the worthy bit about the private jets, yet there she is flying across America from the Hamptons, from California, in a private jet. You think of that what you will, but I know she might say she needs to be kept private, away from the riffraff, the rest of the human race. But I have to say, they've got the optics. If she's flown in a private jet, then don't her husband must be careful what he says going forward with regard to private jet travel.
That's true. Yeah. And you actually made a really good point. How much of that event was just so Meghan would be seen with these other women who are, without a doubt, bona fide successes? Like the creator of Spanx was there. Every woman in the world probably has a pair of Spanx in her closet today. She was not only there.
You're losing me here. I have no idea what you're talking about, but anyway, I'm sure it's relevant.
But I think that it was not just about getting information. It was about being seen, and you are who you associate with. And she wants people to see her with some of these, unbelievably successful entrepreneurial women, and assume that she's like them, when the reality is Meghan's been given the majority of opportunities she has today thanks to the person that she married, not necessarily because of a skill or because of any sort of creativity. Meghan is Prince Harry's wife today, and that's just a fact. She was the girl from the TIG, she was the girl from Suits, but that girl would not be invited to this event that we saw her at. There's no way she would have received an invitation.
Well, Duke of Sussex, the Duchess of Sussex, they create PR interest. Look, we're talking about them. We know the game. The one thing you can never accuse Meghan of being as naive and not understanding the PR situation. She knows the game, and for being there, it's a wonderful photo opportunity. But you know, flying across, it's not next door. I don't know how long this summit went on, and you know how structured it was. I believe it takes place in the organizer's house, but I'm sure it's not just any old house in the Hamptons. So yes, it's all fine and dandy. It looks good on paper. But the proof in the pudding will be if American Riviera Orchard actually looks as if it's got something that the general public want to buy into. Now, it's all fine and dandy going. There are so many of these things out there, and it's very hard to break and be commercially successful. So what Meghan has to make sure is that from a business perspective, the things she's offering actually are something that is different from what is already out there from these other successful celebrity brands. And that's going to be a very difficult thing for her to do. It's a crowded market. You know, probably in America, there's all these people trying to cash in on their celebrity one way or another. And for a commercial operation and the viability of it, she has got to make sure she comes up with a product across whatever range of products it is that actually resonates with her target market. What is her target market? I'm not sure at the moment where she's trying to pitch it at. Where is it? People with high net worth individuals, or is it people on a more middle income range? What is she trying to create? Aspirational brand. Is that what she's looking at? Well, that aspirational brand must be products that feel that if you've got them in your house, people have them there with a sense of pride, because that's why you have them. Whether it's nice candles, you know, if you've got nice candles, it's a brand that people like and go, oh, that's good. Even if it then costs you $50 more to get that particular brand, but it's got to be something people will want to have around.
That's a good point. I mean, I would not have said a year ago or 2 years ago that I was a fan of Gwyneth Paltrow, but I've noticed that I buy products that she tells me to buy. So there is some psychology there that I'd be curious to understand. And yeah, I mean, I'll see Gwyneth Paltrow use some sort of utensil on her face, and I'm all of a sudden buying a $150 piece of gold, a gold bar for my face. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, the influence that these people do have is crazy. So I understand why Meghan's trying to take advantage of it. But you're right. Who is her demo? She's got to figure that out, and she's got to cater to that demo versus chasing after keeping up with the Joneses, perhaps.